Hey guys, Kev here, and this is take 2. I cut myself with the unboxing knife here, the Vero Engineering Impulse. I can tell you the tip is pretty sharp. This has a mirror edge on it that sharp_marbles on Instagram put on it himself with the KME system he has, and I was closing it. I don't know how I did it. I think I was closing it with this hand, and I came down and somehow grabbed it, and I poked myself with the tip. So, yeah, I'll try to get some footage of that in if I can. So I'm going to go to that here if it's available. But anyway, thanks to sharp_marbles for sending the Impulse over for me to check out. And I am unboxing a package here from my buddy Kyle, DTOM Knives and Gear. He is sending me back a couple of my Microtechs, and I think he included one of his Hinderers, because I haven't checked out a Hinderer yet, and I wanted to see what they're all about. And it's a little bit fitting. I wanted to do this today. I'm actually sitting here downstairs watching my baby. I just put her down for a nap. I'm hoping I can get this video in before she wakes up. But it's fitting because today the finale of The Mandalorian dropped, and the Microtechs he's returning me are the Bounty Hunter models of the UTX-85 and the Ultratech. So it's kind of cool. I'm going to be able to watch that tonight and have those in hand, dual wielding some OTFs. So anyway, without any further ado, let me get into this. Not sure I'm gonna actually need the unboxing knife, but what the heck, right? He told me I could go ahead and use these, so here we go. Let's use them. That was easy, huh? Look at that. All right, Microtech packaging. Microtech Hinderer box. Now, I think Kyle, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to check with him, but I'm pretty sure he said I could keep this Hinderer. He was feeling really generous, and he said, hey buddy, just keep it. I don't need it anymore. It was only like 500 bucks. Don't worry about it. So thank you, Kyle. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll send you a thank you card. All right, so first, let's get into the loaners I'm getting back, the Microtechs here. These are so sweet. I got them in, and then I was so excited about them that I had them for a few days, and then I was like, hey guys, you want to check them out? You know, I wanted to send them out to Kyle and Jake, Bearded Gear. But Jake actually, he had an Ultratech Bounty Hunter that he owned himself. I think he reviewed it on the channel, so he didn't really want to take a look at it again. And I'm kind of happy because I get it back, you know. So here is the UTX-85. This thing is stone cold right now. Freezing cold because I just brought the package in. And let's see how she shoots. There she is. This might actually be the Ultratech. This feels like the Ultratech, sorry. It's a little bigger. Yep, really nice. And of course I'm gonna have to reverse the clips back again because I reversed them back to right when I sent them out to Kyle. I try to always do that because I kind of hope that people would do it for me if they were sending me their knives to check out, and they could be reversed. Which people usually don't think about, but you know, here's the UTX-85. So this is the 85, sorry. It's a bit smaller than the Ultratech, but same design and everything. Now, I do want to mention, when I first got the 85 here, it had some issues. It's a brand new knife. The guy I bought it from on Reddit said he bought 2 of them, and he kept one, obviously, but he uses it, and then he kept this one just to kind of have you know, new in box so he could one day maybe sell it or have it in the collection. But he decided to go ahead and sell it. And he sent it to me, and it still had a little oil on the blade. And I trust him. I know it was brand new. But it started misfiring when I first got it. Every 20 times or so that you would fire it, it wouldn't deploy all the way, or it would deploy too far and bounce off or something. I don't know. And then I'd have to pull it out. And then it would reset and it would be fine. But I couldn't figure out what to do. I looked online and they said to try spraying canned air in there. I did that. It didn't help. I watched a video that Microtech sent me where somebody, I think, sprayed, or no, it was PVK Vegas. They used WD-40 and just spray it in there and then use canned air and really kind of get it all lubed up. And I tried that. It smelled like WD-40. I cleaned the blade off after, and it just kept happening. And then finally, I tried Hoppy's number 9, the gun oil. I saw some video where somebody used Remington oil or Rem oil. I think that's what Microtech recommends. And I finally tried the Hoppy's number 9 the last time, right before I shipped it to Kyle, because I figured I'd let him at least check it out, because it worked most of the time. And then I would send it to Microtech to fix. But they just weren't getting back to me. I emailed them and told them everything. And I got one generic response back from somebody named Gabby Jones, I think. And it just was, hi, here's how you can maintenance it. And it was a link to the video they have. No, and that was it. And then I responded back and said, I tried everything. It's not working. I'm not sure what to do. Can I send it in? Like, what are my options? And I sent like 3 emails. I never got a response back to this day. That was like a month ago. So I'm a little disappointed in Microtech's customer service right now. But I fixed it myself, apparently, using that Hoppy's number 9. Kyle said it never misfired for him, and it seems to be really doing a good job here right now. It does feel a lot better. It's a lot smoother, feels much more like this Ultratech now. So I think I just had to get it oiled right. They must have had it under-oiled from the factory. So anyway, these are the Microtech Bounty Hunter models, UTX-85 and Ultratech. Super sweet blades. I'm really happy I picked these up. I never wanted to get into OTFs because I live in Pennsylvania. They're technically illegal here to carry. Same with autos. But I posted on Instagram once. Or no, sorry. I commented on a post from the Knife Nuts podcast. You might know them. And it was, I forget his name, but he posted a tricked out ProTech Godson. And I commented like, hey, you know, you live in the Philly area, how are you carrying that? And there were so many comments or replies to me that were like, dude, you don't, like, are you gonna get pulled over and frisked? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's illegal, but like, in Pennsylvania, it's kind of a really, like, old law that is kind of, it's not interpreted the same way by everybody, so it's kind of like hit or miss, and again, I'm not doing anything to where I'm gonna get pulled over and frisked, and a cop's gonna be like, oh my god, he's got an OTF, like, tackle him, you know? I barely even drive anyway. I'm in my house or another house most of the time. So anyway, I kind of went ahead and broke that rule, and I have been getting automatic since. I have a ProTech Newport, and then I got these 2 guys, so I'm pretty much into autos now. I really like them. OTFs are just so sweet. I always thought they were, but I just hadn't pulled the trigger because of that law thing until I realized that I'm not a pussy, and I'm a goddamn American, and freedom, bitches. So anyway, don't listen to me. Talk to your lawyer. So those are the Microtechs, and here we go. We're going to check out the Hinderer. Sorry about that rant, guys. I get a little carried away sometimes. So I'm going to rip this box open. Okay. Oh. Wow, this thing's sweet, guys. This was hand assembled and tuned by Amanda Yoder. Shout out to Amanda Yoder at Hinderer Knives. There's a cool sticker here. Check that out. Actually, a little channel update. I got my stickers in. I'm looking around. I don't have any here, but I ordered a bunch of stickers so I could start sending them out to you guys. I can include them in the giveaway packages. I can include them when I'm shipping loaners back. So it's really cool. I have some other stuff coming as well. Just some kind of swag stuff for the channel. But anyway, here is the Hinderer XM18 3.5 inch, I believe. I am not a Hinderer expert, and I'm not going to pretend to be. So you guys can all correct me. I'll check this out. In my first impressions, I'll give you more details. This has a sweet micarta show size scale. I didn't know they made micarta ones, and I am very excited about this now. I had a ZT 0562 tie for a little while, maybe a week, and then I sold it. It was really big and heavy, and I don't know, I just didn't jive with it all that much. And it was kind of before I got into bigger knives. But I really did like the action and all of that. I've heard a lot about the flipper tab on these, and you know that they kind of hurt to use and all that, so that'll be interesting. It does have thumb studs. The ones on the 0562 tie were just blade stops. You couldn't actually use them as thumb studs. You have, let's see, a non-deep carry clip here, so you got a lot of knife sticking up, about that much. It is, you can switch it to tip down, which is interesting because that would kind of make it a lefty knife. You still have to flip the knife around in your hand when you take it out of pocket, but at least the blade would be against the seam of my leg, you know, or my jeans. So let's see how she flips. Okay. Ergonomics. Wow. Wow, this almost feels small to me. And that's probably because I've been carrying, I don't have it on me, I've been carrying that off-grid knife Scorpion, and that's got a 4-inch blade, and I have this Impulse here, which is, you know, actually, yeah, it's a little bigger than the Hinderer, so I'm just really getting used to big knives, and these smaller ones or normal size ones are just feeling kind of small to me. Sorry, excuse me. So let me see the action here. So here we got that problem with the D10 I always have as a lefty. I gotta get it past, and I can't because of the flipper tab, so that's interesting. So it's okay. It's not, you know, dropping shut or anything. I think he has the bearings in here. This is the Tri-Way version, which comes with Teflon, phosphor bronze, and bearings. And the bearings come pre-installed, and I think he just stuck with those. He's an action guy too, like I am. Kyle, I mean. So, yeah, it's an issue as a lefty. Just right off the bat, I'll tell you what I'm thinking. Like, when I flip this open, that's great. I don't have the lock bar pressure issue because it's so thin. I have plenty of room here. But when you go to close it, you push this over as a lefty. You push this over the lock bar, and then you use this finger to kind of drop the blade down. But because this flipper tab is so huge, it's hitting my thumb before it passes the detent. And then I can't get my finger out without the knife popping back up. So I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to close this. Now right-handed, I'm sure it's fine. Now you still, yeah, that's so strange. Why did they design it like that? I mean, you almost have to close it like that. I mean, somebody's gonna have to show me how they close theirs, or you gotta put your finger down lower and push over. Yeah, that's what you gotta do, I guess. Interesting. Another thing I'm noticing right away is, just like I've heard, when you go ahead and flip this, your finger just drags onto this jimping, and that kind of hurts a little bit. And then there's a lot of rough jimping right on the lock bar where you go to release it, and that also is kind of rough. So There's a lot of jimping on this knife, guys. I don't know if I'm usually a fan of jimping. I like jimping up on the blade. And ironically, there's no jimping on this blade. Yeah, there is. I'm sorry. It's just down at the back. Sorry. Usually it's like up here. It's funny that there isn't any. There is a choil. Now, that feels really good in my hand. Wow, I'm like really locked in. I could really work with this knife if that was what I did with knives. I don't. So the flipper tab gets in the way a little bit because of this hook. I guess they designed that to be more of a guard, but it kind of gets in the way when you use the choil. Wow, this is really cool, guys. I'm liking the Hinderer. It has some things right off the bat I'm not a super fan of, but I could definitely see why they cost what they do and why people love them so much. And there's so many different kinds to choose from. Here we go. This is the XM18 3.5-inch slicer, tri-way, stonewash, and it came with black G10, but he obviously modded this, and it looks like he may have added the bronzed hardware as well. So really cool, guys. More to come on this Hinderer. I'll probably do reviews on these as well, probably together though, because they're the same knife pretty much, just different sizes. Really stoked to have these back, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Stay sharp.